Curious, have you ever run into a socket exhaustion? If you haven't, then you might want to stick around, because later we'll be running thousands of requests to simulate it. And of course, I'll be sharing the one-liner solution, which I'm blurring out for now, as I'm hoping you'll get as much appreciation for it as I did back in the day. So before we get into all of that, let me share with you a totally hypothetical story. Imagine you're back in dev, going about your day, and you've just finished writing a feature. And in that feature, you had to consume an API from another service. A totally typical day, right? You look at the code, and you thought to yourself, looks fine to me. And you, being a responsible dev, you run some tests, all of them passes. So far so good. You then submitted it for review, and your lead was like, looks good to me. CI kicks in, and everything's still good. Fast forward from all the bureaucracies, and now your code is in prod. Congrats! The product team now wanted to speak with you. Alright, sorry about that. Back to the video. I mentioned earlier that we'll be running thousands of requests. So here's the code. Pause it if you want to figure out yourself first, otherwise we'll start setting things up. First, start watching for open TCP sockets. Next, start the server. This is the one we're supposed to consume. Then lastly, let's run the benchmark for 20k iterations. And there we have it. We've now reproduced the issue. You'll notice right away that the number of open sockets has blown up, which means connections aren't getting reused. So let's fix that by explicitly draining the response in a different function call. Now let's run the benchmark once more, and that's exactly what we're hoping to see. A stable socket usage with healthy connection reuse. If you're still here, you might be wondering how this issue happened in the first place. After all, the response is being consumed, which should implicitly drain the body and allow the connection to be reused. And that's exactly what made this bug tricky. It turns out the downstream service had become unstable, leading to an increased failed requests, where the method would return early before the response was fully processed, preventing connections from being reused. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. See you next time.